for the boys choir again. All right, next I'd like to introduce to some and present to others Miss Janelle Williams. She's our Senior Manager of Math and Science for our school district. She's going to give us some brief directions. Again, if you could just remain off of the floor if you do not have a project. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am extremely excited to welcome all of you here, our partners, our finalists, to our second annual District STEAM Fair! Woo! Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We're so happy for all of you. And before I go any further, I'm going to introduce our superintendent, our wonderful superintendent, Katrina McCall.
Thank you, Janelle. I don't have half as much energy as she does, but let's give Janelle Williams, our coordinator for today, and our science expert in the district in math, a round of applause. Awesome leadership shown on today. I won't be before you long at all, but when I look around this gymnasium, I am so inspired. I am so proud of the Camden City School District and our wonderful students, our teachers, our central office leaders, and our fabulous partners from Subaru, American Water, just to name a few. We have so many dedicated partners here today, and we are here for the students. So all of our adults who are in the room today, if you can help me show our young people that we care about their academic success and potential by giving them a loud, rousing round of applause. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And not only do we love you, young people, but we are committed to your academic excellence. So today is just one example through our STEAM Fair that we are highlighting the positive. Can anything good come out of Camden? Absolutely. I'm going to ask you to respond. Can anything good come out of Camden? Absolutely. And we are going to show the world today and every other day that good things, positive things, high academic achievement comes right from our Camden City traditional public schools. Look forward to seeing you and your exhibits, and have an awesome day. I'll turn it back into the hands of our wonderful Janelle Williams. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief McCall, Superintendent. I don't want to go any further without acknowledging my team. Oh my gosh, this STEAM team is like, we're not even like colleagues anymore. We're more like sisters. And I want to introduce, I'm going to cry, Lynn Price Jones. She is my other half. She does exactly what I do for K through 8. And then we have Tanya Wilson, who's running around with our little ones. There she is back there. Hi, Tanya! Woo! Oh, here she, oh, wait, she's making a run. She's making a run. Okay, here she is. So I just want to address you finalists. We are so, oh my gosh, we're so proud of you. And I want to say this to you. I want to say this to you and the partners, what you were challenged to do. Finalists, you were challenged to create projects while using the theme of water with very limited materials. Believe me, I heard about that a million times. Today, though, we are excited that you persevered and you are here. And you will be judged today by members of the community, state officials, and district staff members to determine who the 2019 STEAM Fair winners will be. Are you ready? You got your game face on? Are you ready? All right. So without further ado, I am going to ask all of you to put on, your biggest smile. Come on, get them ready. Look, I see them getting excited. Get excited, get excited. And I'm asking all our judges to please rise. Judges, rise. And now go to your assignments. Wait a minute. Hold. One more announcement.
And before you move to begin judging, I want to also let you know that today, besides in the gym, we also have grades K through 5 who will be coding. We have special guests that are kindergartners that will be coding in the library. So if you were to exit out of this hallway, go right, and go right across the hall. We have coders there with a special group that's there working on them. So please come over and watch the little people code. Thank you.
All right, judges, are you ready? Wait, one more. Middle school is on the right. High school's on the left. Coding is in the back at the media center. Let the judging begin!
Hello. So our project today is called Mobile Water. The purpose of it is to help handicapped people and people in wheelchairs, so they can water plants, because watering plants is a very arduous job. That means it's very hard for some people and just to keep in general. So our project here today, this is supposedly to water plants on an RC car, so you don't have to get up and water plants, especially for people in wheelchairs and like handicapped people.
So basically, the whole point is like, let's say if you're watering plants and it's like if you want to start a garden, it's too hot outside, and you're in a wheelchair or something, and you don't want to water it all over again. So you just use this, use the remote control to start the car, and then there's holes on the bottom that lets the water come out. So then you water the plants while the car is moving.
And the materials we used were a hot glue gun, RC car, a bottle, acrylic paint, and a paintbrush to color it. And some background information is plants are dying off 1,000 times faster than the past centuries. So what we have made for this is so less plants are dying off, so more nature can be free. Because in the future, stuff can go really bad. So global warming is starting to pick up. So plants will die, animals will die, and possibly us, the whole human race, will die. So what we want in this is to keep plants well hydrated. So, the earth can just keep on going forever and forever.
So basically, the conclusion we came up with, the remote control car, it was able to water plants successfully, but one of the wheels messed up on the right side. So we had to fix this, and right now it's moving a lot smoother than how it used to, because it would move rough and then the other one moves smooth. But now they both move smooth, but just the right one takes a little bit more time to start.
So we're hoping in the future someone might invest into this, and we can get probably better RC cars, and
a better RC car, so it can move better and it works way better with especially when you attach a hose to this and it's long, so you can water your plants while you're still sitting down.
So that's the end of it. Hopefully any company wants to invest into this. It will be an amazing project to do, and I hope we win.
Hi, I'm Anaïs Santiago, and we're from U.S. Wiggins College Preparatory Lab School. Today here we have a natural water filter for you made out of coal, rocks, and sand. We tried 3 different sands here. One is a project that actually shows you if you did it wrong, how the water comes out. So we decided to do it with the fine sand. And here we explain about how we tested it and all the ingredients and materials that we have. And in these jars, right here will be where the water comes out. Here is dirty lake water, and if you would like to see us test it, we'll test it for you. So here you see how dirty the water is, and right here you see how clean it's coming out. Now we did this project for people in Africa, or just if you're stranded. Here, made out of natural materials, you can make clean filtered water, and we feel this will help the environment very much.
I'm Azaria Allen from Davis Elementary School, and this is Water My World, and we have made a self-watering plant, so then you don't have to water your plants.
So this is a scale, pretty much it. So what you're gonna do is just hit the bottles and you hear different sounds. So the more water you have, the less sound, and the minus water you have is more sound. So for that you can see right here it's more higher and here's more lower. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hello, I'm Aaliyah.
My name is Siobhan.
My name is Jakira.
My name is Naija. We're in the 9th grade, and our school is Brim Medical Arts. Our project is called NACL. It's about saltwater cars. I'm gonna give the mic to my friend Aaliyah to do the introduction.
All right, our project was based on eco-friendly cars and how efficient they would be to society. We did a data graph to see which car would be more efficient and faster, and the saltwater car had won. The saltwater car is powered by salt, of course, and there's only one made in the world, and it's only made in Europe.
We think the saltwater car is better for the environment because, one, you use salt water, and we have plenty of salt water, and it's faster and better than the rest of the cars that we have.
All right, so as you can see, we got our different types of cars. This is a hydrofoil car, and then this is our solar car, and this is our electric car, and it's our main thing, the saltwater car.
We use the equation for velocity to measure the velocity of each car. We believe that saltwater car could, it's a habit, help overcome the effects of global warming, because there's a lot of salt water in the world, and it's rising and stuff. Yeah. Explain how we use it.
Okay, the saltwater car works by the salt water reacting to a piece of metal that is connected to two wires. When you put two wires in salt water by itself, it will not react. It wouldn't start anything. But when you use the metal as a conductor, it creates a reaction that starts to power energy. That's what we use to start the motor.
I don't know. Oh. So instead of using gas that is bad for the environment, we can use salt water to help power cars, and hopefully we can get more of these into the environment to stop pollution and all of that.
And that's it.
Okay, so my name is Zion Adams, and this project is actually a piece of a program I'm building called Living Basic. Living Basic is a program for home economics, agriculture, and basic training for children. This right here is actually what I want to give to the elementary schools as I go into college. So what I have right here is a hydroponic system where I'm growing mint, sweet basil, cilantro, and sage. This is just a piece of what I grow. At home, I have my own system that I made by hand. I carved every piece. And I'm growing carrots, cilantro, sage, basil, and mint. And I'm also growing carrots, corn, celery, and let me think, cauliflower, and one more thing, cantaloupes. Because I'm actually pescatarian going to vegan, and I want to teach from young up how to live properly, not go to the corner stores all the time and eat greasy foods. I want them to be more healthy, and I think this is the future of Camden. This is the future of Camden, and we have other countries that don't have this, so I want to make kits for other countries that are deprived of rich soil. So this is a piece of what I got, and from what I learned here, I actually started my own natural hair care company called Kasaya Beauty, and our base is flax seeds, what we grow naturally. So that's one thing I'm doing. And I'm also partnering up with Airmark to get Camden Creative Arts its own home economics program, so we could teach the high school level how to bake and cook from their own natural ingredients. So Thank you.
Hi, we're from Creative Arts and we're a junior class. My name is Shanice Smith.
My name is Lineaja Robinson.
Ashanti Hornsby.
Quinn Adams.
And this is our project on eating crickets and why they're better for the environment and why they save water. Okay, so it takes a lot of water to raise beef, chicken, and soybeans, and a lot more energy than it does to raise crickets. Crickets only require 1 gallon of water for 1 pound of crickets versus beef that requires 2,000 gallons and chicken that requires 500 gallons. So what we did, we wanted to think of a way that we could save even more water. And so when we raise our crickets, we don't give them any water. We just give them recycled food from the cafeteria, like apples and oranges or lettuce. They can eat about just anything. Crickets have 2 times more protein than beef and chicken, so it's way more better. Yeah.
You want more information?
So we actually have roasted crickets and cooked crickets. So you can make crickets and you can eat crickets in about just anything. How do you cook them? So when they're around mature or almost adults, you would freeze them overnight. Then you would boil them and then you would roast them. And you can eat them roasted like this, or you could crush them up into a powder and make them into cookies, smoothies, just anything you would use flour for.
You want to try one?
Huh?
Yes.
Jiminy Cricket. They're pretty good. Sorry.
It does taste like a dry pistachio, I think. What do you think, Lim?
I think it does too. I wasn't expecting that. So it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
And they're crunchy.
They're delicious. I'm actually going for a second one.
You ladies just gain protein from it, just like eating tacos, but you gain more protein.
Our cricket initiative can also stop hunger around the world. You wanna hold it? We produce more crickets in a week than versus chicken and beef. They produce way faster and more efficient than beef and chicken and soybeans.
You can try the cricket farms in inner cities, in homes, anywhere. You can just need a container, boxes, recycle stuff. And it's more, recyclable than animal farm, like a cow farm, chicken farm. It's just recycled.
Hi, my name is Khalees. I'm from Thomas H. Dudley Family School. I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Hatsiri Pablo. I'm in H. Thomas Family School. I'm in 6th grade too, as her. So, what we're doing here is called the magical water fountain. As you can see, my friend is going to start blowing up the balloon, and she's going to demonstrate what we just did, what we're going to do. As I'm going to read, the water in the bottle is squeezed by the height of the water on the top. If the same happens with the water in the straw, the air inside the balloon is under pressure. As you see, she just blowed up the balloon that has pressure, and when the balloon gets in the bottle, it's making a pressure that makes the water come out as a fountain. That's why it's called the magical water fountain, and it's reusable.
We also recycle the water. This is reusable. You can use it one and a million times. As you see, the water can be reused over and over again, so it's not that expensive. You can do this with your kids. You can play with it.
It's also a fun experiment.
So, we made this so probably they can put it on parks. Kids can play with it. They can experiment with their 2 hands and see how water can be reused more than a million times. Today we put those electricity fountains, and those use electricity. This is another way to save electricity now in the days. So
that's all for now.
It's Ariana Stewart. My name's Ivana Torres. This is going to be a raft in the Delaware River with a greenhouse on top of it, but our idea is to have like a big boat with 3 different types of greenhouses on it, and we're going to have plants, vegetables, and fruits. And the reason that we picked that is because during the winter, you know how we can't grow those things. So this raft is going to have everything that we can't grow during the winter on there, so y'all can have it. And we're going to have a filter at the bottom of it, so instead of dirty water going in it, it's going to be clean and fresh water. And these are called aquaponic plants. That means that they don't need water. They don't need soil. All they need is water and the sun to grow. And it saves up to 90% of the water because it's going to be recycling. And hopefully that we could get donations and do charities for this so we can actually build it in the future. And we got our inspiration from the science barge, and there's actually one in New York. Ivana.
What this does, it's not gonna harm any sea life because it's a raft, not a boat. And the raft is gonna stay in one place. So and these are hydroponic plants. They only save up to 90% of water that people normally use to water plants.
I'm Johan Santiago, this is Michael Crum, and this is Andy Rodriguez. Our project is Land of Life. The problem that this project is trying to solve is how we can keep outdoor plants protected from floods. Our hypothesis is how we can help float these plants and then survive excessive floods. So let's take this in a scenario. It's not a realistic scenario, but we're taking this in a farmer, okay? So a lot of farmers are having troubles trying to keep their plants surviving floods. This project will extremely help farmers a lot. The main reason why is because the more water that is collected under it, it will float. This project is a boat mechanic, okay? Now, if you're wondering what if a ton of water goes in here, would it overflood the plant? No, it won't. We have holes right under the pot. So when water goes down, it will collect it into the container. Now, there's an optional thing. This is an improvement that we can create. It's an optional though. If we can create holes down here, and then the water can go all the way down, but that's optional. If not, we can keep the water after the rain passes, and the water that's collected will help the plant grow.
So pretty much when we tested this, we put 8.5 centimeters. So this is for testing purposes. So let's say this is the ground, and you would put this in the ground, or you could connect it to a gate or something. So the materials that we use are a kiddie pool for testing, a plastic container, two flower pots, and a knife to cut out the holes, and then the pot plants. So so different types of plants can't grow in this. So some plants can grow, can survive in floods, but others can't. So this is for the plants that can't grow in floods. So let's say melons. You can't really grow melons in here because the vines and stuff, or everything will grow out too far. So then you would need, let's say instead of using the small pots, you could make a bigger container and have it around there. So when it's still be the same concept, but you could water if you wanted, but just at a larger scale. And an improvement we could do is putting holes at the side. So when there's too much water and it's not going all the way through, this can make the water flow go through better. So you can collect more water and help the plants.
So the way this project could flow is the downward forces are actually less than the upward forces, which allow the project to float. The purpose of this is this can help out gardeners. So let's say you're not really into gardening, but you would like to plant a plant or two. You will be able to use this. You could either plant this into the ground or you could put it on the surface. It's your option.
So my name is Ariella and this is Jenna. And our project is basically an edible water bottle.
and it is made to reduce the plastic waste in our environment. So we found it in social media, and we thought it was a great idea.
What am I looking at? Can you explain what I'm looking at?
That's the edible water bubble, and she's basically taking out the bubbles from the sodium alginate and then putting it inside the calcium lactate. So when it goes inside the calcium lactate, it creates the bubble you see now.
Hello, my name is Spencer Rembert. I'm in a group with Adrian Wallachin and Anaya Franco. And right now we have a water filter, a MakerTech water filter. And what this does, it filtrates your water so it'll be able to bathe and cook with after a natural disaster. So you put this into a funnel-like system, and you're able to 3D print it to whatever size you want. And you're able to put dirty water in the top, and in the first try, you'll have clean water.
So my name is Louis DeFrank. We are working with Liter of Light this year, and it's basically an organization who's gonna work to help the community at the same time that we're recycling plastic bottle and we're saving money. As you can see us, we're designing 3 types of Liter of Light: the street light. Nosotros estamos utilizando 3 tipos de luces, las cuales son las luces de mesa de noche, las luces regulares que utilizamos en la casa y las luces de la calle. Entonces, con este proyecto nosotros queremos lo que sería ahorrar dinero y a la misma vez ayudar a la comunidad. Entonces, si este año ustedes nos ayudan, podríamos ayudar a la misma vez a la comunidad. Nosotros lo que queremos es involucrar a las escuelas de Camden, al mismo tiempo que nosotros estamos ayudando a los jóvenes a cómo hacer su litro de luz. El litro de luz es básicamente una bombilla, pero esta bombilla ayudará al medio ambiente, y aparte de eso, ayudar al medio ambiente te ayudará a ti a ahorrar una cantidad de precio moderada. Como sabemos, en estos veranos, a utilizar mucho el aire acondicionado, las facturas de electricidad vienen demasiado altas. Entonces, lo que nosotros queremos hacer es darte clases este verano para que tú puedas construir tu propio litro de luz y ahorrarte mucho dinero. Al final de 2 años te podrás ahorrar el módico precio de Here, we have the opportunity of job. So basically, I was saying, lo que yo estaba explicando era que podemos crear por lo menos al final de 2 años con la comunidad podemos ahorrarnos la cantidad de $100,000. Aparte de eso, podemos crear por lo menos 1,000 trabajos al final de 2 veranos. ¿Cómo crearemos estos 1,000 trabajos? Básicamente tomaremos las escuelas de Camden y la pondremos en un solo proyecto. Con Camden Green and Pure and Liter of Light la combinaremos apoyando a los jóvenes de la comunidad de cómo crear su litro de luz y aparte de eso, cómo ahorrar dinero.
Hey, how are you? What is your name?
My name is Halima.
And what are you doing there?
I'm coding.
Programming? And what do you like about it? What do you want to do? What is
I like when we put the arrows here because they're much more fun.
They're much more fun? Is it easier for you to do? Really? Like that? Yeah. And how do you do that? Can you show me?
Yeah. This right here, and then we hit up again, and then we hit crash right here, and
make a mistake on purpose and you have to fix it.
and then if we do a mistake like all this, that'll be wrong.
What's the word? Very good. What's the word, Halima? If you have to fix it.
We debug it.
So what's the name?
Debug it.
Okay. great job. I hope you do well. I'm very excited about it. These kids are so small, but so small. Like that.
Hello, we are so excited today about our STEAM Fair in the Camden City School District. We are seeing amazing, amazing scientists in motion, and we are so proud that our partners are here from Subaru, American Water, the city. Our mayor is even here because we want the world to know that Camden is on fire when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the arts. We are so very pleased today, and I am proud of each and every one of our students and their wonderful experiments.
We are so excited with all that we've seen today, and we're so proud of you. And the judging now has come to an end. The numbers are in. And as we speak, your scores are being calculated. In the meantime, we have a treat for you. Before I bring the treat up, I need everyone to sit down. Preferably on a seat, maybe on a bleacher. Thank you. I knew I had to say that. I knew someone was just going to drop. Children of Camden. Our superintendent said good things come out of Camden. Well, today we have evidence of that. I want you to meet a wonderful gentleman. His name is Brahim Knight. Brahim Knight is one of us. He is a Camden-born STEM star. He currently works at the Pharmacy Business Coach for America Source Bergen. Brahim provides expert guidance on building relationships with patients and coaches, pharmacies across the state of New Jersey. He has more than 20 years of experience in both retail sales and retail pharmacy environment, including more than 4 years as a pharmacy manager. Brahim received a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology from Morehouse College. Oh, okay, Morehouse? Okay. Brahim has received a Bachelor's of Science in Pharmacy from the University of Sciences in Philadelphia. It doesn't stop there. Brahim has received an MBA from the University of Scranton with a concentration in healthcare management. Give it up for Brahim. And as a bonus, he's special to us because he's one of us from Camden. Even though I wasn't born in Camden, I feel like I'm part of Camden. But he's one of us. He wanted us to know that he lived, who knows this place? He lived on Carr Miller Boulevard for 26 years. And today, he will live on this stage to address you. Give it up for Brahim Knight!
Well, I don't even know where to begin with that introduction. Janelle, thank you so much for having me today. And wow, that was pretty deep. But today is not about me, right? It's about each and every one of you out here sitting. And I just want to let you know that when I got invited to this event today, I really didn't know what to expect. And as you can see, there is no pen, there is no paper, there is no pad. You know, where I grew up on Van Hook Street, lived there for 26 years. I met a lot of people. And when I came in the auditorium today and I saw people that I grew up with, who I've known since I was like 12, 13 years old, I said, you know what, I didn't need a pen or paper or pad. I got the folks who I know my whole entire life, so I'm at home. So don't look for no speech or anything along those lines. It's coming straight from my heart. And when I also came to the door today, I saw all these great projects. And I just want to tell each and every one, give yourselves a hand of applause, because you know what? The time and effort I knew that it took for you guys to do this is absolutely amazing. I was blown away from the live crickets over here. We had the pill dissolving over here. We had in the back the salt and the iodine. How do we eat up oil the best? I mean, you had so many tremendous projects, and what I can appreciate, also our shower presentation here, what I can appreciate is the time that you all took to do this. And that's important, right? The time that you put and your commitment to do it. So hats off to each and every one of you guys in here today. Just want to say that. You know, when the superintendent came up and spoke, she said something to me that really resonated. She said, good things come out of Camden. And let's think about that for a minute. Good things do come out this city. I mean, look at where we're at today. Look at all these great projects, the time and effort you guys put in. Look at all the great things that came out and the great young scholars that will now want to be whatever you guys want to be. The young man over here said he wanted to open up a gym so parents and their kids can work out in it. I heard so many great ideas and thoughts coming out of this city. And my question is, and not to get on the political stage, where's Channel 3, 6, and 10? Because, you know, when something happens downtown or something happens out Pollock Town, excuse the language, but that's what it's called, out Centerville, they're quick to go there, but they're not quick to come here. And I think that's the overall message that we need to communicate, is that we're from this city, we're not throwing away people, we are somebody. And the only thing we gotta do is put the time, the effort, and the energy in, and you guys can be anything you wanna be. You remember that. And stay committed to your goals in life. You know, one thing that got me through to where I am today, when I look at myself, I see you guys sitting in these same seats here, you know, is a commitment to doing the right thing. There's so many different pools out here in these streets, right? There's so many different negative aspects of these streets. But listen to your teachers, right? Listen to your parents. Stay on that right course, because y'all can do anything y'all want to do, and don't get pulled in and dragged down. My mom always told me, hey, if you're doing something your friends aren't doing, I hate to say it, Brahim, but you're probably doing the right thing. Think about that. You're probably doing the right thing. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm proud of each and every one of you. My man who had the Perrier and the water, playing the water bottles, you guys have so much talent, and what I hope to see one day is that each and every one of you graduate, which I know you will, and go into college, right? And then from there, do whatever it is you guys want to be, or whatever you want to be. I mean, with all these creative minds, I see entrepreneurials in here. That's what I see, young entrepreneurial shit. So hats off. And before I leave the stage today, I just want to call up a young lady who I met when I first came up. Is Tyler in here? Tyler, come on up. Come on up. And so as Tyler walks up, some of you may say, well, why didn't he call me? Well, join me right here, Tyler. Step on up there. When I came through the door, Tyler's project was the first one that I went to. And she was explaining to me her project. And she told me she's a little bit nervous, right? She said she's a little bit nervous. And I said, Tyler, when you're confident and you know the time and energy that you put into something, you don't have to be nervous. Because you put the time in, so you can speak passionately about it. And you didn't know who I was at the time, but that's what I decided to do today. And I hope at some point in time you'll do the exact same thing, because that's what really Camden City is all about. Thank you. You want to say something? All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much, Janelle. Thanks for having me. And kids, stay focused. Do the right thing in life. Stay on the right path. You might fall down, but always pick yourself back up. Camden makes you tougher than anybody else in America. I truly believe that. I know that. That's a fact. Take care.
Let's give him another round of applause, Raheem. Okay, I'm so excited. have another Camden-born treat for you. We're really blessed this year. I think last year we didn't have any Camden-born. Now we have 2 Camden-born. And today we have Garnett Strugglers. Okay, you can't get your own. Oh, all right. Garnett Strugglers has been an employee at Subaru of America for 14 years. Give it up. 14 years. And he's here today because not only is he a Camden-born gentleman, but he is a STEM star again. And he first started his IT career over 20 years ago in print computer operations before transitioning into his current role in desktop services for Subaru's IT department at Subaru's corporate headquarters. Garnett provides daily support to Subaru employees nationwide. Some of Garnett's daily responsibilities include software purchasing, investigating network bandwidth issues, laptop and desktop deployment, creating training documentation, and monitoring viral threats as a member of the network security team. Please give it up for another Camden-born STEM star!
Thank you. I just want to say that your projects were amazing. I applaud you all. Great job. I got started late in the career as an adult. I wanted to be like my big brother. He was successful in IT. He worked long hours. He was totally committed. He had a great life, and I wanted to be like him. And I also saw one of his pay stubs, so that kind of guided me into this field. So for those that are interested, there are a lot of jobs in the STEAM area. So they have 4-year degrees, 2 years for those that don't want to go. So 4-year college, so you can easily start your career. If you want to use me as a resource, as a mentor, I'll be glad to assist you guys in any kind of way. I'll leave my info for anybody that wants to contact me. Questions, career guidance, so I'm here for that. I love what I do, and I think you guys are choosing a good career for those that are really involved and into it. So I don't have too much more to say than that, but for those that all your dreams can come true if you pursue them and believe in them. So we're going to get on to the awards. Congratulations to everybody again, and thank you.
Thank you so very much, so very, very much. Let's give it up for Mr. Garnett again, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to ask that my colleagues, my STEAM team, Tanya Wilson, the lovely Tanya Wilson, the lovely Lynn Price-Jones, come up and join me now. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you can clap as they come up. All right. This is the big moment. Are you all ready? All right. Before we begin, we want to have Miss Tanya Wilson make an announcement.
Just a second, everybody.
Hello. All right. Before we begin, did everyone get, I want to just say this. You all are winners. Everyone sitting here is a winner, so please give it up for each other. Give it up, give it up, give it up. In fact, I want to shout out Subaru of America. If you notice, we all have their shirts on. They're one of our proud sponsors of the STEAM Fair, and they have contributed to the book bags that you all have. All right, so just being here today earned you a book bag, earned you a shirt, and there's some goodies in the book bag. And And also, I want you all to, did you all get your certificates when you walked in? No? Okay, please make sure you leave here with a certificate. So everybody here is a winner. I want to say that again. Everyone is a winner. Okay? So, the moment you have all been waiting for, the announcement of the winners. I don't have my drummer here today. All right. Oh, yeah. That's good. All right, you can stop. I'm not ready yet. You can stop. Okay, we're going to start with high school this year. Normally we start with the little ones. Sorry, guys, we're going to start with high school. We're going to start with the high school. It gives me great pleasure to announce the winners for the 2019 physics team. And that is, now I'm ready. These are our ninth graders, by the way. They're ninth grade. Come on up. Okay. And for our 2019 chemistry winners. Go ahead. There you go. Here we go. Woo, I'm scared to announce. I'm scared. Come on up, Rim Medical Arts High School chemistry winners. Oh, they're over there. Come on up. Are you ready? Oh, this is interesting. I just read something that's going to be real interesting. Oh, Lord, help me. For biology. Are you ready? Come on, give it to me. 2019 biology winners. Camden High. I had some wind there. Woo, come on up, Camden High. Where are you? Come on up. Okay, this is the first time we ever had this. I don't know what to do with this. But for the electives, for the first time, we actually have a tie. Was it that hard, judges? Was it really that hard? Okay. So for the 2019 electives category, we have, okay, where are you guys? I'm ready. We're going to take a picture and then I'm going to tell you what you get. All high school students will be receiving a $25 gift card, compliments of American Water and compliments of Siemens. And you ready for this? You all are scheduled, the high school team. Oh wait, let me get my picture. Tiny, come on over here. All right, the high school team will be going to American Water. Come up here, American Water, Caroline Gray. Caroline Gray, she represents American Water. Come on up, give it up for Caroline Gray. Oh my gosh, we feel like sisters now, Caroline. I talk to her all the time. So Caroline Gray, this American Water will host, you ready? A trip for you at the new American Water facilities, and they're taking you out to lunch. So give it up for American Water. Thank you. Okay guys, you can get off the stage. Thank you so much, we love you. Oh wait, no, the picture. Sorry, the picture. We love you. Thank you. Congratulations. And now I'm going to pass the mic off to Lynn Price Jones for the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade winners. Excuse me a second, one second.
All right, good morning, everybody. So we're here again for the 2nd year in a row. Saw some excellent, some outstanding, some amazing work from our wonderful children. So let's give it up to them one more time. However, we can't give it up to our students without giving it up to our teachers, because without our teachers, we wouldn't see what we saw. So let's give it up to our teachers. Okay, so I have the privilege of announcing the winners for grades 6, 7, and 8. Before I do that, I want to say, just like Janelle, you all are winners. Everyone in here is a winner. The fact that you were selected to be here states that. So again, you all are winners. So, where is my list? So remember she said we're like sisters, and you know how sisters are?
Sorry, sister.
Okay, are you guys ready? You're not ready. Are you ready? All right. So, it gives me great pleasure to announce I will be in the cafeteria or in their location creative writing or in the art room possibly. Everyone else should remain in the cafeteria until the bell rings. All National Honor Society members need to go back to their class or into the cafeteria. The only students who should be in the gym or outside of the gym are the following students: Amir, Erin, Sierra, and Asia, if they are in the hall. The rest of the students need to go back to the cafeteria until the bell rings. Those are the only 4 students we need to help. At this point, middle school students should be in room 211. Thank you. Okay, so the winners for the 2019 STEAM Fair for grade 6 is, I need a drum roll. Sharp. Okay. Now, the 2019 STEAM Fair winners for grade 7, drum roll, is veterans. Okay, for grade 8, the 2019 STEAM Fair winners for grade 8. Oh, that is a weak drum roll. All right. Is Sharp. Okay, can we have another round of applause for our middle school 2019 District STEAM Fair winners?
Everybody picture? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, congratulations. Congratulations to all middle school teams.
And now, we want to celebrate our little ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And little ones can code, and they are technology STEM stars too, okay? And so here they are. We're going to announce our 2019 winners for coding. Give it up for Miss Tanya Wilson.
All right, all right, all right. I'd like to first of all thank a group that assisted us with this. Before I actually do that and call them up, I'm going to ask for Miss Leah Murphy and her group from ECDC. If anybody doesn't know, ECDC stands for the Early Childhood Development Center. Let's clap it up for them as they come up. Kindergartners, coding. Come on, kindergartners, move faster. All right, so ECDC, this was a special group that we invited to come up as an honorable group, and we're excited to have them here. So let's clap it up for them. We'd also like to call up another group from Forest Hill, and this group would be the Dash and Dot group. Dash and Dot, would you come on up, Forest Hill group? So this group as well has been exploring Dash and Dot. Their teacher actually received a robot, the Dash and Dot robot set from Donors Choose, and they have been working all year long on this and learning how they can code and navigate the robots. And so we have kindergartners here. Are you kindergartner too? Yeah, so all kindergartners here. Don't they look good in their jackets? Clap it up for them. We are too excited. All right, Janelle, Lynn, come on, take a picture. And I'm gonna also invite our mayor and Ms. Carmen Rodriguez to come over, please. Come on over, if you would be kind enough to take a picture with us. Ms. Martha Wilson, is Ms. Martha Wilson here? Ms. Wilson. She is a technology person. Where are you? Is she here? Martha Wilson? Oh, yes. Okay, all right. You ready? Everybody look forward.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you. Good job. Miss Young, you're gonna come up and see Miss Price Jones. All right, and so make sure everybody gets down safely. All right, and then for our coding challenge, our students have been exposed to coding all year long. They've taken advantage of Hour of Code as well as other activities that correlate with the curriculum and that their teachers have exposed them to. A lot of our teachers have been taking advantage of professional development to prepare our students. So our students had a chance to use Scratch today to actually compete, and we have 2 top teams that won. Let's get a drum roll. Louder. All right, so our first team that scored 7 points in total goes to Sharp Elementary School. Sharp, where are your coders at? Come on up, Sharp. I don't know how many people had a chance to actually go in to participate, and while they're coming up, I'd also like to bring up across the front here another great group as Sharp is coming up that has assisted us with this challenge. Come on up, Sharp. So we have a group that's called JEVS, and there are young adults in that have participated through a AmeriCorps program, and they have assisted us this year in our schools with bridging the gap with technology and STEAM. So STEAM-related activities through clubs and through after-school programs, assisting teachers in the classroom with connecting our students to, I should say, STEM activities. They are an excellent group, and those are the individuals today that organize what was going on in the library. So I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to ask Jebs to come up across the front, okay? And we're excited again to have our mayor and Ms. Martha Wilson and Carmen Rodriguez as well. Thank you. All right. All right, and so our second runners up, because I definitely announced this incorrectly. I should have did it the opposite way, but I'm too excited, would be Caddo School. Let's call Caddo up. All right. Caddo, where are you? Here they come. Congratulations. All right. Good, Sheena? Thank you. Can you stay here 1 second? Jebs, come on up. Right on across the front. So let's give a hand out, because these guys will step in and girls will step in and help us in any capacity. We have several that came from Philadelphia. They have programming in Camden, Harrisburg, and Philadelphia. We're just excited to have them here, and it's all hands on deck with Arduinos and with binary and music and kinetic sand and so forth. So we're excited. But thank you so much for all that you do.
All right. Thank you, thank you. Let's give another hand for everybody. Everybody did a great job.
Oh, okay. We did not mention, but those of you who won for middle school, there is a surprise for you. Next week, we have you scheduled to go on a field trip with Subaru of America. And you will visit their facilities, and you too will be taken to lunch. And your teachers are welcome to accompany you. Please do. And I will give you more information on that. It's going to happen next week. Now, we have come to the point where the grand prize winners will be announced. Now, just so everyone knows how it's done. This year, what we did, we averaged all scores from the judges. And then based on that average, we are looking at which school had the highest average. It's pretty simple math, actually. And so, we are so honored to have two phenomenal people, one I know very personally, to come up and give this award to you. Please welcome our mayor, Mayor Moran, right now. Give it up for Mayor Moran. And Carmen Rodriguez, Freeholder. And our good and faithful. Hey, but you want to? Advisory member. Martha Wilson! She's a wonderful, let me tell you, I find this lady everywhere. I remember giving speeches 2 different places, and there's Miss Martha Wilson. So you guys need to know, she's a pillar of Camden. If you don't know her, get to know her. We love you. We appreciate you. Okay, and so now, we are going to announce, we're going to allow our mayor to take this microphone and announce the grand prize winner. Are you ready?
Well, before I announce the winners, it's still morning. Good morning to all the students and scholars that are here. I'd like for you to take this opportunity and give a big round of applause to all the teachers, volunteers, mentors who have got you to where you are, administrators. We thank you because your investment is what's making change. And I also want to add that several years ago, there was no Subaru. There was no American Water. There was no Hotech. Those are real STEAM job opportunities for you scholars. When you go away to college, get your degrees, you can come back home and gainfully be employed and give back to your community. I commend all the students for their amazing projects and continue to make Camden proud. So with that being said, the middle school winners, the grand prize goes to Veterans Memorial Middle School. Where you at, veterans? Give it up. And now for the grand prize, which is the high school prize. If I can get a drum roll. The 2019 grand prize goes to Camden High School! Come on up. Congratulations. Where you at?
Try to move down as far as you can.
And just so you know, the grand prize, while they're coming up, the grand prize is money back to the schools. We are scheduled to give $250 back to each of the schools so that you have that money for your projects. We know we've heard complaints about not having money for materials, so at least this will give some of the money back to the schools. All right, so $250 will go back. I want to also thank all of those who have helped our students. PBIC, but I don't see anyone. Where is PBIC? They came and they helped out with donations as well. I want to thank Siemens. I want to thank Subaru of America once again, and I want to thank American Water. We love you. We appreciate all